Yeah, we'll be moving over to Native Mineral Studios. Sick name, right? Um, that's where I will be doing all of my live digging shows as well as selling the material that I dig. I'm a woodworker. I am in no way, shape, or form going to be moving to selling just rocks, but I'm a rock hound. I like to go dig and find my own stuff. So all of this stuff dedicated to that will be on that channel. The only material I really sell is stuff that I dug. So keep that in mind. But really cool pyromorphite on this weird quartz. Got little bugs and stuff all up in there. I think that's the higher quality stuff right there. Super gemmy looking. Yes, they were stay home. So this is going for $1. This is a really cool one. Really nice mini barrels in there. I love just the way they form. It's so neat. Let me know if you guys are looking for small, medium, large, thumbnail, perky size. We have a little bit of everything. It's really hard to show this stuff up close. Let's try another. Ooh, you know what? This is a neato one. That's pyrite with malachite on this really cool needle quartz. I think so. I believe I did. Really cool. This is heavy as shit too. We'll do this one later because that's one of my cooler ones. I just like that one. Let's do one of these cool needles. Really tiny needles. So, it's like almost impressive how small some of these needles can get. Super sparkly. For $1, it's live. And I'm 6 foot for reference. It's almost my whole hand. Look how tiny those are. But they're still perfectly formed, which is so cool. This little pocket in there as well. Super duper sparkly. Crazy, crazy piece. These with some iron out are insane. The clarity's next level. I was cleaning. Katie Co, thank you. Gotcha. Thank you, Katie. Send me pictures. I'm just waiting for the damn weather to not be 7 degrees so I can do that as well. I would have already soaked all these and iron out, but super druzy, sparkly, cool pyromorphite. Pyromorphite is a very rare mineral. Found in just a handful of places across the world, really, and it happens to be one of the locations here in my backyard in Pennsylvania. So it's going for $1. Thank you, Mojave. Let's see about this one. This is a really cool, weird. If you see, there's almost, it looks like dragon scale to me, the quartz at this location. See it right there? The way it like forms those steps. You get those really cool defined barrels. This is a banger. I love this one. This is a crazy one. Probably like that, I would say. Self-stander. Really cool quartz. Really nice pyromorphite on it. Look at those mini barrels, how it forms. Perfect little crystals. So we're going to do this one for $1. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. Dude, look at that. I love that little cluster in there. Again, I'm 6 foot for size reference. It's like pretty big hands. Really cool, that stepped quartz. Mojave, do you know what that's called when it does that? Like I said, to me it looks like dragon scale. Kiko, that's a sick grab for $3. Insane deal. So do you see how the quartz is like, it looks like dragon scale? Is that called anything specific? Or is that just a weird formation? That's just how it forms. Okay, that's a sick grab. Oh, okay. See if anyone is interested in some of these little thumbnail galena specimens. This is a nice little terminated galena crystal. They're sitting right like that, right on a piece of, like a seam of quartz. And I had to unfortunately pop it out to realize it was even there. But this is a nice naturally terminated crystal. Little damage there. Almost looks like a layer peeled off, but this is all how it was, just growing. See that little step termination in there, like a computer chip or something. But this is going for $1. Super lustrous. Really cool thumbnail. It's cool. I always think it's cool when crystals form in these really cool, like just a perfect square shape. Brian, great grab for $1. Again, this is just a weird quartz formation, but the barrels are really well formed. And as you can see, each one is like perfect little barrel shape. Even the minis. And this big old seam of it. It's like a little barrel forest. That's so cool, man. This one's a little heavier. I'll start this one at $7. It's a good one. It's crazy how it sticks out so cool with that vibrant green. Katie Co. Great grab. Katie, are you a reseller by any chance? Or just a collector? I asked just because if you're interested, I would give you a deal on like a whole bunch of it. If you were intrigued by that. Feel free to let me know. Or don't. That's fine too, honestly. You just want to sit back, relax, and watch. It's a nice little cluster with some pyro on it. Start this one for $1. Nice quartz cluster. Really cool barrels. I say barrels so many times during these shows. Shut up, Don. Don, did you find anything the other day, man? Saw a rainbow in there, I think. Nice. This is a cool little, reminds me like a pineapple. Nice. It's just fun to get out and find shit, you know? I'm guessing that's like a galena coating. I don't even think that's broken, guys. That is just, that's the way it formed. That super split tip. Crazy. It's got a lot of luster though. Yeah, exactly. So again, I'm 6 foot for reference. It's a little seam, galena coated quartz. Start this for $1. It's a little fan. Lustrous quartz. Nice. Katie, 6 deal for $1. I'm going to do some $5 starts. Anyone's interested? Another cool little cluster that I believe is galena coated. A crazy etched pattern. I love that like celestial dragon scale-ish formation. Isn't that cool? I never knew like what it was called. That doesn't surprise me about you, Don. Thank you, Katie. I don't think from this site, Mojave might know, but I don't think fluorite really forms in like lead-based minerals or heavy iron-based minerals. I could be dead wrong. I don't believe so. I've never found anything that had that type of color, that's for sure. I'm getting like spam FaceTime calls. This is a cool one. This is just a jacked up quartz cluster, and for this location, guys, these are the biggest points, like by far. And obviously, they're not points, but you could see the formation of the quartz. It was like a big cluster like that. And I've never seen anything even close to this large. It's got crazy cool rehealing, I think is what it's called. And then the base of it has these little pyros. Cool chevrons, but again, it's just like a wild, for this location, this is unheard of to find points this large. Usually, like, these are like the largest points you find, and they're not even that long. So for something like this to come out is just like crazy weird. So I will start this for $5. Actually, I'll do $7 on this because this is just a cool one. And a lot of my pricing goes down to what I would be willing to not keep it for. So all this stuff is self-mined or self-dug, whatever you want to call it. Really crazy looking quartz. I think iron out would probably clean this up a lot. Cool. This looks neat. I'm actually curious what iron out will do to this. So this is a really good one. It's got a ton of pyromorphite on it, like all over. Sparkly quartz. The tips of the quartz slightly damaged, but the pyromorphite's in really good shape. See all these little barrels, even in here. It's crazy. And that crazy cool orange, I call it Halloween quartz. I know it's not, but it's that like tangerine quartz or whatever. It's hematite coated. But anyways, this is a really good one. Again, it's about a whole hand. Yeah, this one's cool. I would start this for $15 if anyone wants. I've never seen any color other than like green. And there, I do have a piece, guys. Yeah, none of it really UVs. Really? Got it. Oh, this is the best one. This one's so cool, man. On like a Druzy quartz. But it's an absolute nuggy, man. Yeah, this is my personal one. Whoa. Oh my god. That might be fluorite. Mojave, are you still here? Oh, that might be angelite or angelite, and I don't know if that UVs. That might be fluorite though. Because it, like on Mindat, it does say that you can find fluorite here. However, do you think this is fluorite? Whoa. Or like angelite, is that UV? Dude, I've never seen this UV on these. Should have looked more. Or what else could that be? It's like clear. I guess it could be a lot of things. Because pyromorphite doesn't UV, right? Dude, I know. Oh, you know what we could do? Sorry, guys. Just gonna do a quick field trip. Because I don't have windows in my office. Doesn't FOSS. That's crazy. That's definitely here. And that's what I bet it is. So I know cerussite is definitely one of the main ones that you can find here. That is cool. So I bet that's cerussite. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think that adds at least $300 more in value, right? Gotcha. I don't know. I just have this one. I don't know what wave this is. I just use this. Has galena, has cerussite, has some nugged up pyro. That is so cool, man. I would do like 35 bucks on this. 30 bucks? I would do 30 bucks. Let's see. I don't know if that's a good deal or a bad deal, but I think that's what I would need in order to sell it. 30 bucks. It's like a snow cone. Honestly, that's probably what I would have charged for this one anyways. Just because, wow, that natural sunlight's hitting it. That's cool. That's like botryoidal in there. When that natural sunlight hits it, it's cool. Look at the different shades of pyro, from like that lime green to like the forester green. Brian, that's a cool one, man. See, it is the Brookdale mine. I did not know that pyromorphite was UV reactive. This is a cool one, dude. God, I should go through all this shit in UV. Damn. This is a cool one. And again, I'm finally getting that natural light on these, which is really nice. But cool needle quartz. And that needle quartz has malachite like in it or on it. It's hard to say which. And I'm guessing, Mojave, if you're there, is that malachite, this crystals? And then when it's gemmy like that, is that dioptase, do you think? Or do you think that's just malachite that's gemmy? It has pyrite, it has malachite, and there's some chrysocolla in there. So this is a heavy one. Big too. Yeah, it's definitely malachite. Sometimes the malachite here is like literally gemmy. I guess that's still just malachite. Gotcha. It's cool, whatever it is. This is heavy. I would do this for $10. If anyone wanted it. Yeah, it's a banger, Dragon. I was going to do 20, Dragon, but then you were coming at me with my prices, so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to change a thing. But really cool. Look how tiny those little needles are, and there's like pyrite dusting on them down there. Yeah, there is, Don. I found some. And then you can see this needle quartz has that on it. Dragon, it's a cool one, man. I'm curious what oxalic acid would do that. Yeah, Mojave. It's so like the bright orange is pretty rare still here, but you find it fairly often in like tan. It's like a tannish brownish color. Let me see. There was one, I sold one in the last couple of shows. It was like literally a quartz cluster like this that had a pile of pyromorphite and a blade of wolfenite going right through it. And it was like light orange. It was really cool. I don't know if I see any right now. These seem like these funky looking ones. And honestly, a lot of times, man, unless it's very like evident and clear, I usually probably scrub it off with a toothbrush before I even get to see it. Some of these weird ones usually have it. Like it's usually that color. I don't know if that's wolfenite. It's hard to say, but it's usually like that tannish color. That sun's really making that pyromorphite glow. All these little nooks and crannies are filled with little barrels, pyro. This one I was actually going to split. Should we split this one? We're going to put a chisel right there and try to cleave it like that since all of the good stuff's over here. All right, let's break it. Pop the top off this bad boy. Game time. Oh yeah, handle loose for this. As always wear protection. Let's make sure I have this right. See, I'm going to go right there and try to cleave her off, if you will. Yeah, dude. God, it's sick, man. I wouldn't ask if I didn't want the opinion, you know. I think that was fairly successful. Cool. Make it a little easier to ship. Yeah, it kind of was, and it wasn't like a seam or anything, so you never really know how those are going to break. Usually, if it's on like a quartz seam, you can kind of predict where it's going to break and how. This was just straight up across the rock. Again, Mojave, I don't know, does that look like wolfenite to you? It's hard to say. Sometimes it's super clear, but then I'll look at like pictures from this location where like people are like, yeah, check out this wolfenite. And it doesn't look like wolfenite to me. That's kind of on the fence with that. But kind of tilt it this way. You can see all that. Those little barrels. Hey, no worries, man. Thank you for being here, guys. Go give Mojave a follow if you don't already. Really good people, really cool stuff. Have a great day, man. So we will start this one for $1. See what you guys want to do with it. Pagan Dragon. Hello. It's live for $1. This one's neato. For $1, shit, why not, Pagan, you know? Thank you. Pagan, do you collect minis? I forget. I always forget who's like the thumbnail minis and who likes the bigger stuff. Because I have some really cool minis. Yeah, guys, I will be moving over to Native Mineral Studios. I need to get used to saying it. Here is a really cool terminated galena crystal. This is really neat, man. I'll do this for $10 just because it's a cool one. This is the nicest one I've ever found here. I did find some really cool galena thumbnails. That's natural terminations, that's stepping. It was literally in a rock like that, and that's how it formed. Luster and chatoyance. Let's do a cool quartz. Glitter bomb here. Some needle quartz. Crazy, crazy. Iron out would do these very, very well. Start this one for $5. Yeah, you don't have to soak it. You can keep it just like this. And I think honestly, like a textile gun or an ultrasonic cleaner would make this look phenomenal. Oh, is that green? That might be malachite in there. I bet that's what that is, because this is from the malachite chrysocolla spot. I bet that's frog in my throat. Lesbian, I bet you that's a coating of malachite. Thanks, Lesbian. guys like that one. I do have this one. Another absolute glitter bomb. It's crazy to me how even these little needles will stay intact. I mean, like I hammer these open with a chisel and a rock hammer. So there's like little itsy bitsy ones that are good. Crazy. Well, you kind of can't be. You know, to get that clay out, you kind of got to be aggressive. And this is what it looks like till you break it open. How crazy is that? Pop it open from this, and kablam. Do $10 on this. Anyone is interested? Yeah, I have a hard time. And also, it's just like, I just want to pop it open. I get so excited to see what's inside. I'm getting better at it the more I do this because I recognize the value that it adds when you can get them out undamaged. Oh, there's a little malachite in there. Right there. Dragon. That's a cool one, man. You're going to be a whole new man with that oxalic acid. Like I said, this is the one that I did clean with iron out. It was good. Some of these, this is one of the big ones. And then I do have another big one we can break open. I don't know what's in it yet, though. So if we get through some of this stuff, I'll go through those. This one has a lot bigger points. And you can see that clay is just so compacted in there. There's no rhyme or reason. Okay, let me know when you're here. I will wait. And again, like this is what it looks like before you hammer it open. So you never really know, you know. And then sometimes you just run into a cool seam. So I'll run this one for $10 as well if anyone wants it. Another cool one. Again, once you get that clay out, these are definitely bigger. And look how that quartz literally grew into the other one. There's a little rainbow in there. That's so cool. That one grew into it too. Brian, cool grab, man. Brian, did I see that right? That you're not even like a rock collector? Really? That's cool, man. That makes me so proud to sell this stuff, man. If I can move someone over, it's just, dude, it's a cool hobby. It's a cool thing to do. I'm just gonna show you. So Brian, I don't either, dude. So growing up, I was always that kid that just when I was out fishing or in the woods, I'd find a cool rock and I'd throw it in my pocket, right? And then my mom would get mad because there'd be rocks in our washing machine. I did that my entire life, and then a little over a year ago, I started like actually collecting and learning about it. And you don't need to go crazy, but you can get like really cool displays. And just like in that short time, man, you can just, there's some amazing stuff that Mother Nature just makes. It's just all natural, man. So you don't need to go crazy. You could even just have a couple And you're not going to lose value, and you're not going to lose money on these, especially one at this price. But minerals have continued to go up in value. I have actually just a couple minutes left, and then I'll probably do another show tonight. So let's do. This will be the last one actually, because I need to go get back on daddy duty. This is a big ass plate. Again, galena coated, but really cool. Look at that crazy termination to them. That galena on there. That's all galena. This is a big plate. I would do this for 15 bucks. Again, I'm 6 foot for reference in both my hands. And then keep an eye out, probably, I know, tonight around 6:30, I'll do another show on this channel. And then I'll be moving to the Rock channel. Corey, thank you. Oh, almost got sniped there. Corey is holding strong. Corey says, no, this one's coming home with me. Really cool. Like I said, these terminations are just crazy. Look at that, man. It's like dragon scale. You have the shiny galena. And that's not dust. Corey, first purchase, thank you so much. So again, guys, I am going to hop off for now. I'll be back on probably around 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight Eastern time. So thank you. I appreciate you. And let's go check out Puppy's Rocks. Thank you, guys.